I've been chipping away at my backlog for the last few years of my life, probably like the last 6 or 7, and today I want to talk about 5 more games that I've crossed off my backlog. The first one being Expedition 33. Now, Expedition 33 is a game that I've heard a ton of about, as I'm sure everybody has, but what me and my friends have decided to do, we actually started this year, is we've started something called the Game Club, where every single week, every Sunday, we all get together and we stream a game. It's a single player game that we're all playing together alongside each other. And we've also opened it up to our Twitch community and anybody else that wants to be a part and play alongside us with these games. And it's been a ton of fun. And the first game we played was actually Xenoblade Chronicles, but we didn't stream that one. That was just kind of a Sunday hangout thing that we would do. And now, with our second game, Expedition 33, we decided to start streaming this one. This game is fantastic. I was kind of skeptical for my playstyle because I'm not the biggest fan of turn-based RPG games, although it has been growing on me. But this game is fantastic. The whole core concept of the gameplay is turn-based combat. You have different elemental abilities, different attacks, like each character plays differently. Enemies that you are fighting have weaknesses, but the biggest and main concept of the game, the biggest mechanic that this game revolves around, is perfect blocking or dodging. It's really, really fun once you get the hang of it. Like, the perfect dodges and perfect blocks are very tough, but it becomes like a dance. It almost becomes like a rhythm game at certain points for me, where I'm paying attention to animations, but I'm also listening for audio cues. And like, as much as I love the blocking, it also kind of can ruin the game for others. And what I mean by that is, like, if you never learn how to play the characters, as long as you perfect block, you are going to win no matter what, because the enemies literally can't touch you. So it kind of takes away from the whole idea of playing a chess match, you know, trying to outthink your opponent and use different moves and abilities and buffs and stuff like that, because in the end it ultimately doesn't matter, because if you perfect dodge or block, you'll never get touched. And especially if you perfect block, because what happens is if you block like a 3-hit combo, you end up doing like a super powerful counter, which I personally liked. Like I said, I enjoyed the blocking. I started to get a hang of the character building and the different moves and abilities and whatnot. Like, I enjoy that too. It's very fun seeing a big number after you drop a humongous combo on somebody. But it's also so satisfying blocking, 3, 4, 5-hit combos, and then you get this massive counterattack on an enemy that destroys them. Because of this, me and my buddies all played this game very differently. I catered my builds and characters to blocking, and one of my other buddies, he wasn't very good at the blocking or dodging, so he catered he made all of his characters tanks, and then he tried to turn them into glass cannons, because his whole thought process is, if I can kill all these monsters in one shot before they attack me, then I will win, because he was really struggling with the dodging and blocking. But yeah, I really like this game. I think the art style's fantastic. It looks gorgeous. I love the cutscenes. I love all of the dialogue. I love the actors and actresses that they casted for this. The music is phenomenal. The world and area that you go to is excellent. The overworld is, it does a well enough job of exploration. There's lots of items and different things that you can find, weapons, costumes. There's like mini game stuff that you can play. Like, there was one, it was like climb a tower. I can't remember what those types of games are called now. Get to the top, I guess. There was like volleyball, there's lots of, speed running courses. There's lots of different things. Like, this game has a lot of content to offer, and I feel like I did the bare minimum, and I still played a lot. Like, I explored a ton, but one of the biggest things is after you beat the game, and even before you beat the game, honestly, is there's super bosses riddled throughout the entirety of the map, and I just couldn't do it because my characters, for one, couldn't outlive more than one hit, so I was literally getting one-shotted, so I had to play perfect, and I just wasn't that great at the game. Like, I was sufficient. I enjoyed it, and I had a good time. There were some bosses I was stuck on, but overall, the game wasn't that hard for me. Granted, I don't think I played it on the hardest difficulty. I think I played it on, like, medium or something, somewhere in the middle of the road, but I had a lot of fun, and I really, really liked this game. One of the biggest things is like the whole theme of grief and how to deal with that as far as the story goes. I don't want to spoil anything about that. There's kind of a, well, I just won't even say anything. But I really like the story. I think that I really resonated with the world and the characters and just different issues that were presented. So, I mean, yeah, it took me about 28 hours to beat. Expedition 33 is a fantastic game. If you haven't played it, I would highly recommend you give it a shot. It's not an easy game. It is pretty tricky. It is pretty difficult. But if you can master the blocking, you've mastered the game. Okay, next on our list we have Spyro the Dragon, the trilogy, the Ignited trilogy. So Spyro is a game that I did one review of the first Spyro game in the remake trilogy, but after I did that, I was like, you know, I'm just gonna play all three of them and do one like this, where I talk about all three of them because they're pretty short games. All of them are about 5 hours long, but I enjoyed it. Like, Spyro is a fantastic character. I really like the simplicity of the gameplay of, you've got a dash, like a charge attack, where you can smack enemies with your horns. You got breathing fire, you can fly, and you collect things. Like, it's, you know, pretty basic. Spyro, the first one, Spyro the Dragon, has you collecting dragon statues, that, you know, petrified dragons, I think, is, or turned to stone, whatever it is. You gotta collect those. You gotta fight bad guys. You gotta collect gems. Like, once again, it's pretty basic. The level design's fun. The character design is fun. I love the art style. I love the music. It's very nostalgic for me, even though it is these remake versions. I still think they do a fantastic job. Probably someday I will go back and play the original 1, 2, and 3. Because I believe that 2 and 3 were the ones I played. No, it was 1 and 3 are the ones that I played a ton of as a kid, because my buddies had those. But I never had them for myself. But Spyro 2 has you collecting talismans. I mean, the game feels like number 1. I don't think there was much that changed. I mean, there's more side quests and stuff to do. And then you collect, like, these orbs and talismans. You know, you need 40 of them to beat. There's bosses that you fight, and it's Spyro 2 felt like Spyro 1, and is it better than 1? I don't know. I think I enjoyed 3 the most, though, and Spyro 3 Ripto's Rage, I believe is what that one's called. Oh no, number 2 is Ripto's Rage. Number 3 is, I don't know what number 3 is called, but the main villain is this dragon lady. I liked this one the best, though. I thought this one, I liked it. I like collecting the eggs. There's a ton of eggs to collect. I like collecting the gems, of course. I like scouring throughout each level trying to find eggs. You find tons of mini games. There's a skateboarding mini game that was super fun. There's just lots of different things to do that I thought in Spyro 3. I thought they had the most content, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the characters. I love the vibe and music. And Spyro overall is just a great time. And playing the trilogy, I think, is fantastic. And for your money, for the price of what it is, I mean, you can't beat it. You're getting 3 classic games into one. So Spyro Ignited Trilogy is well worth your time. Okay, next we have Bowser's Fury. Bowser's Fury is a game that when it first came out, I was super excited to play. But I never did. I did buy the game because it came, it was Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. So I bought it. I just finally got around to it now, which is probably like 4 or 5 years in the making. But this is fantastic. This is a fun, quick game, and I love how it's laid out. It's like this big open world where it's got, tons of different areas. And I guess it's not huge. It's pretty condensed. But it's got a ton of different areas that you can go to, and each area has 5 cat shines that you can find. After you find the 5 cat shines, you end up lighting up this lighthouse, and it's pretty fun. Like I said, each little area you go to is very condensed, and it usually consists of you climbing up, platforming your way up some sort of crazy obstacle. You've got like ice worlds, you've got fire worlds, grass worlds, water worlds. You've got another one that was very tricky for me in the beginning because it's like you see all these coins and cat shines and stuff floating in the air, like they are just floating. And then you get up to it, and it's actually an invisible tower that you have to find your way. You have to find the entrance And then you got to work your way up this tower using like different power-ups and whatnot to find the cat shines. So that was a ton of fun. Like the core gameplay is super addicting, but I also really like the abilities, how you can store abilities. And you have lots of different abilities that you can store, and you can have up to 5 each. So you get like the raccoon, the ability, I can't remember, Tanuki, I think is what it's called. You can hold 5 of those, regular mushrooms, fire mushrooms, the cat Mario, which is fantastic, and then there's the golden cat Mario, the boomerang Mario. So it's just like, it was super fun, and you can pull those abilities out whenever you'd like. And let's say that you've got, 5 of one ability and 4 of another, and you're like, okay, I want to switch from, I have the fire flower, but I want to switch to the cat one. Well, you can swap that without any penalties, because the one you swap out just goes back into your pack, and then you can pull out the new ability and use that. So yeah, it's a ton of fun. Every couple minutes, Bowser, he unleashes his fury, as the title says, and the world goes into like this chaos, lava, things falling all over, you're getting shot by laser beams from Bowser, and you either ride it out or you can collect a cat shine, and then it sends Bowser back into the goop. And then after you collect a certain amount of cat shines, you can turn into Giant Cat Mario, and then you go battle Giant Bowser. And it's kind of fun that like Bowser Jr. is the one who is asking for your help to help defeat / tame his father. So yeah, Bowser's Fury is a fantastic game. I actually 100%ed this, and I had so much fun doing it. And it only took me about 10 hours to do this. So yeah, it's a great time. It's got a colorful, happy vibe. The music is fantastic. Everything about this game just makes me feel good. Fantastic game. I love Bowser's Fury. It's a great, great Mario game. Next, we are on to Okami. Okami is yet again another game that we played for the game club. This was the 3rd game that we played for the game club. And Okami it's like Zelda. It's an adventure game that revolves around the mechanic of a paintbrush. You play as a wolf named Amaterasu, who is like a god, and your whole goal is to help clean and, bring life back to nature, to the world, where it's been overrun by darkness, and it is your job to purify it with brush techniques that you find. Now, this game, I very much enjoyed. I love the art style. I love, the story is pretty good too. I think I could have done a better job personally of paying attention to it. I got kind of the gist of it in the Spark Notes. But yeah, fantastic freaking game. The combat was super, it was rough in the beginning, but once I started getting more brush techniques and learning to use my paintbrush while I'm fighting, became a ton of fun. You can collect lots of different items, different swords and shields to help you along the way. A lot of the puzzles are super fun. I actually got stumped by some of the puzzles along the way, and playing this game alongside my buddies is just a great time. Lots of different boss fights that you do, where once again you're using different brush techniques to solve specific parts of fighting a boss. So this is actually Thane's favorite game of all time, so I'm glad I finally got to play it, especially play it with him, because he's been telling me for years to play this game, and I see why. Like, it's a great time. I think he actually 100%ed it, or if he hasn't yet, he's going to. I did not do that though. 27 hours in, I had my fill with Okami. I was ready to be done, but I did enjoy the ride. Like, I enjoyed the characters. Some of the dialogue is pretty good. There's a lot of characters, but it's a good time. It's a very Japanese game. Is it made for kids? I mean, parts of it. There's some adult things going on in there too. I don't think there's anything like too crazy sexually, charged there, but there are different things that you see where you're like, those are some boobies. No nipples though. But yeah, I mean, it's a good game. Like, I had a ton of fun. Will I ever replay Okami? Yeah, probably not. I mean, to be honest, I don't replay games very often anyway. But yeah, I had a good time. I had a good time with Okami. I think the music's fantastic. The exploration is great. I did a lot of exploring. Some of the mini games are fun. Some of them are not fun. The fishing one I found to actually be fun, sort of fun. I didn't like it in the beginning, but once I learned how to do it, it became fun. But yeah, Okami's a good time. I think if you like adventure games, you like Zelda games, Okami's for you. You should give it a shot. Now, the last game is a caveat that I have because I wanted to have 5 on here, and, you know, I haven't finished this game yet, but I've played a good, probably 3/4 of the way through, and that is Conker's Bad Fur Day. So, Conker's Bad Fur Day is one of those games that I have heard so much over the years of people saying, oh, this is an underrated gem, like it did not sell well, and it deserved to. So I've always been curious about Conker, and I've been wanting to play it, so I finally did. However, we've been playing it on our gaming channel, where we're doing a Let's Play of Conker's Bad Fur Day. Oh boy, is this something else. I think if I had to sum up Conker in just a few sentences, it would be sometimes funny, pretty frustrating to play. And that's where I'm at. It is... You know, it's goofy. It's got some British humor. I think some of it's funny. I think some of it's aged poorly. A lot of poop and dick jokes. There's a part where a bee has sex with a flower that has titties. Big old flower titties. It's, you know, a weird game. There's another part of the game where you're drunk as Conker and you have to piss on these fire monster things. You smack boilers in the balls. You make cows get diarrhea. You ride dinosaurs, and they eat cavemen. You have to lava surf. So, like, saying all of this stuff out loud sounds fun and funny, but actually playing it in the game is very frustrating. And the gameplay just isn't that great, in my opinion. And maybe part of it is, the problem is, I was expecting like a Rareware traditional platformer, 3D platformer. That is not this game at all. There are some platforming elements, but that is not this game. You're going through different, they're not even levels. They're all just like different areas that you go to. You know, you go inside a poop mountain and you have to fight a big poop boss that everybody knows about. But then you go down inside a volcano and you're finding all of this prehistoric life. You have to go inside beehives and fight bees, and there's just lots of weird, far-out things when it comes to this game. They just, seems like they were tripping on acid or something when they wrote this game. But like I said, some of it's fun, some of it's funny, some of it's aged poorly. Like, the whole overarching concept or the driving factor of the game is Conker goes to the bar, loses all his money gambling, so he's trying to get more money so he can go back to the bar and gamble. The main villain, he has a table with only 3 legs, so his glass of milk keeps spilling off of that. One of his scientists says, hey, I think in order to solve this, I know exactly what to do. There's a squirrel that's just the right height as this table leg. So if we get the squirrel, he can be your table leg. That's it. That's literally the villain's motivation. So it's really dumb. The game's definitely not supposed to take itself seriously. But yeah, I just think the overall gameplay just... It hasn't clicked with me. Like I said, I got a little bit left of the game to play, and I am going to finish it, but I don't know how long that's going to take because we are doing a Let's Play of it, but we're also playing several other games at the same time. So, yeah, I don't know. There's not really much to collect. You collect chocolate to heal yourself, and then you gotta find money, and that's pretty much it. So I think part of my problem is I was expecting a classic Rareware platformer, and I did not get that. This is more like a goofy exploration platformer with mostly just jokes and humor, and like that's fine. I'm nothing against that, but like I just don't think the gameplay is for me. Some of the jokes are not for me, and I think this game overall has been pretty frustrating to play. Some of the mechanics just aren't great, and I'm playing this on Rare Replay, by the way. I think if I played this on an N64 controller, I would be even more frustrated with it. So anyway, yeah, those are 5 games that I have crossed off my backlog, with the caveat of Conker not yet, but we're pretty much there with it. So let me know what you guys think about these 5 games down below. Let me know what other games you guys think I should tackle into my backlog. Instead of doing single videos on all of these, I just played a few games over the last few months, and I just wanted to talk about all of them in one video, because some of these I just didn't have a lot to say, and some of them I had more to say, and yeah, I'm probably going to do more videos like this of checking off the backlog. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and as always, keep it rad.